Hey, good morning. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Well, on this Sunday morning, it looks like we're salvaging really northern Vermont to be relatively dry today. There will be showers that will creep up later in the afternoon, and a lot of these look to be over toward the Champlain Valley, less so in the Northeast Kingdom, but a few even in the Kingdom. Right now, we have this kind of demarcation line, if you will, really roughly from Middlebury back over to Bradford and Point South. That's where the main rain's going to be. And some relatively copious rainfall amounts here. We can see really up around 2 inches, right, a little bit south of the Albany-Schenectady area. This rainfall is in the process of moving north, but cutting east, and unfortunately, or fortunately, an area of higher pressure located to the north is pushing and holding this line to the south. So this storm is really displaced really across southern New England into the southern one half of Vermont, with just showers moving in. That looks like later today. And so most of this morning, some good project weather across northern Vermont here. Not so much, of course, further to the south where a nice soaking rain is taking place. Unfortunately, it's not hitting all of our counties. Let's check the latest climatology on who's hurting in terms of water. This is water resource information and precipitation accumulation. Let's go to Addison County, where I know they've been seeing some relatively dry weather. But the interesting thing is that the month to date, this being the 31st of July, of course it's not updated for another few hours, so it's going back to midnight yesterday. We've received about 3.80 inches. We need 3.97 to be average, the 100% line. Going back 30 days, adding that one more day, you can see the differences here. 3.80, while we need 4.11 inches through midnight tonight. Now, 60-day, 2-month average, about 6.98. Again, this is for Addison County, just using as a reference. 8.25 is average, 11.91 for 3 months back, and so forth. You can see we're not hitting the mark, and we're running a little bit below normal. So this kind of gives you a little bit of a bird's eye view here, this being the 100% line. Look at Bennington County, well below normal on all accounts, but not everywhere. Caledonia County seems to be the wettest county in Vermont, and interestingly, through midnight yesterday, they're above normal. They're overachieving in terms of showers and thunderstorms, and indeed, 4.21 inches is what they need. They've received 4.93. This is a county average of all the precipitation stations. Once again, 4.35, adding one more day, they received 4.93 in total. Now, their 60-day total is above, their 90-day 3-month total is above, and the 6-month total, just about right on the money, just a little short, it looks like, 20.87, actually a little bit above. 20.75 is what's needed, 20.87 in the last 6 months. Look at the winter, though, obviously underachieving here. And again, this is Caledonia County, the anomalously wettest county currently that's received just a little bit more than average precip. This information is pretty good because you can really get a bird's eye view and you can really see who's overachieving, and that would be Caledonia County. Chittenden County, a little bit underachieving in all counts. Essex County in the far northeast kingdom not doing as good as Caledonia County. Orleans County, not quite as good either, but still close. We got Rutland County almost in the last month and 30 days, just about there, but not quite. And you can see what Washington County is doing. Let's take a look at Washington County because we have received a fair amount of shower and thunderstorm activity, but still just a little bit undercutting. We need 4.52. We've gotten up to 4.23. That's month to date. Last 30 days, 4.23 again, but adding that one extra day today, the total we need is 4.68. Okay, a little bit underachieving, but 60-day, 2-month period, a little bit down, but you get back into 3-month, back into spring, you can see that underachieving and so forth. So we're starting out on this Sunday morning, and this is Norm's webcam looking northwest. This is Appalachian Gap and so forth, and we got a ton of blue skies, and we're kind of at the demarcation zone, or the dividing point between where the clouds thicken up and lower and eventually rain out. Let's take a look a little bit to the southwest, heading over toward Sugarbush. There's Lincoln Peak and so forth. You can see this line of high clouds, kind of the demarcation zone. The clouds progressively get thicker and lower, and it is raining down to the south of our region. And then looking at the 6-hourly European model, which is not the only thing I can trust, but even it has completely failed on the northern half of Vermont. It did have us under a considerable amount of shower and rainfall, but that is really offset into southern Vermont and points south into southern New England, where they really need the rain. It's good for them, kind of missing out in places like Addison County. This is centered on Montpelier, Vermont. This is Moss meteorological output statistics on Montpelier. And by, about 0Z tonight, which is 8 o'clock, we might accrue 1/100 of an inch in Montpelier. It does pick up. It does shower overnight, minimally, though. And we're looking at this number here, 11/100, which I can't seem to highlight. Picks up a little bit during the day tomorrow, Monday. Nothing great, though, but the best chance, 0.47. That's going to be Monday night into the early morning hours on Tuesday. That's when we get a little bit over a half inch. Add it all up, we're talking probably somewhere around between a half inch and maybe 3/4 of an inch. Of course, immediately to the south of the Vermont-Montpelier area, you should accrue a lot more rainfall. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Enjoy this Sunday afternoon across northern Vermont, and then enjoy this Sunday afternoon across southern Vermont with much needed rainfall being acquired.